This is an ABC color presentation.
From Hollywood, the heart of the entertainment world, the Hollywood Palace, with your hostess, Judy Garland. Tonight, Gene Bayless, Vic Damone, the Lyons family, Cheetah Rivera, Schreiber and Burns, the Three Brigazzi, Mitchell Ayers, and the Hollywood Palace Orchestra. This portion brought to you by Bristol Myers, makers of Bufferin. With Bufferin, you've got more going for you against headache pain. More than with simple aspirin tablets. Bufferin. And by Dial, the most effective deodorant soap you can buy. And to get your hair bright, alive, and easy to manage, new Dial shampoo. We'll return to the Hollywood Palace after this word from one of our sponsors.
What do you get from your shower? Will it keep you fresh and protected? Even on days that start out busy. Days you know will go extra long. A Dial shower will. A Dial shower has staying power like no other soap. To begin with, Dial removes the bacteria that cause perspiration odor. And then Dial goes on to leave an invisible antiseptic on your skin. An invisible antiseptic that keeps on working all day long, even on days that start busy and go extra long. Keeps you fresh and sure and protected. As the day lingers on, so does Dial. A Dial shower has staying power. Aren't you glad you use Dial? It's the mildest, most effective deodorant soap you can buy.
And now, from the Hollywood Palace, here is your hostess, the incomparable Miss Judy Garland.
Just once in a lifetime, there's one special moment, one wonderful moment when fate takes your hand. And this is a moment, my once in a lifetime, when I can explore a new and exciting land. For once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. For this is my moment, my destiny calls me, and though it may be just once in my lifetime, I'm gonna do great things. Just once in my lifetime, I feel like a giant. I soar like an eagle, as though I had wings. Oh, this is my moment, my Good evening. I'm so happy to be your hostess tonight, and I love to sing for you, but I have to introduce a lot of acts. And when it comes to talking on television, anything can happen with me. So just get ready for anything at all. As a matter of fact, I won't talk very much. I guess that might make some of you men happy. Finding a woman who doesn't want to talk very much could be unusual. Well, we're going to start the show with what's known as a family act. And I'm very partial to family acts. My favorite was the Gum Sisters. That was my two sisters and I. And I don't like to brag, but we were really terrible. We were disastrous. But not this opening night tonight. This act tonight consists of a father and 4 marvelous boys. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lyons family. now for a serious moment. All right, the moment's over. So let's have some fun with that impish comedian, Mr. Gene Bayless.
Thank you, Judy, for that wonderful introduction. It was just lovely. But you forgot to mention that I have my own show next year. See, it's for Lonesome Housewives. It's not on radio or television. I go from house to house. Notice I opened the show. I'm like a door guy. Did you see the acrobats, the 4 kids? Everybody thinks they're kids. Midgets. The little guy is 38 years old. Well, I'm with a very big agency. They booked me here. Right after here, I go to Lowe's, Africa. I do for the Tsetse Fly Convention. I play Miami Beach during the hurricane season. I play Boston during Holy Week. I play Boston during Holy Week. This is on, huh? I'll tell you what I'll do, folks. I'll go right through the jokes. You pick out what you like. But, Judy, you're just a great singer. But next to you, I have my favorite, too. Sylvia Glick. Doesn't mean that to you, but she's my butcher's daughter, and she's a great singer of songs, and tonight you've been such a wonderful crowd. I wouldn't give this spot to a leopard. I would do a song. It's one of your favorites, and I hope it's one of mine. This is an American-speaking audience, is it? You'll do a song, and I do hope you'll enjoy it, because you're just a wonderful crowd. And I thought I would do it because you never... Okay, who's the wise guy to put the chicken fat on the top? Here's a song I do hope you'll enjoy because you're just divine, and I'd like to say to all of you, thanks loads. It's my impression of a young man in Greenwich Village. I say young man because that's where boy meets girl, and you can't tell the difference. Oh, before I forget, the fella that stuck up the Hollywood Bank. The fella that stuck up the Hollywood Bank can come back early tomorrow. His pictures are ready. Oh, look down. Help me. Here's the song. Judy, I do it for you. And after the show, you got a few dollars for yourself. I don't need this. I'm in the 11% bracket. I'm so mixed up here. Just a couple of months from now, Washington's birthday. I don't even know what to get him. We're going to have one more look at the body, then we're going to close the lid. We've got a lot of wrinkled necks here from the cafeteria, I think. But here's the song. Work fast, and I think they're going to form a posse with this crowd. Here it is from the very top, and I say to you, thank you. If you don't mind, please. You'll learn a few things, Judy, if you know what to do with songs. From the very top. Keep pumping till the monkey shows up. I think we got him now. You stall him. I'll go in the office and get the money. I'm not much to look at. I'm not much to say. And fiddles, fiddles. And don't you cry. And you smiling to say. French horns for something. Can't you fellas laugh when I tell these jokes? I laugh when you play. What am I working to, a seal? Don't you feel happy? I'm happy to cry. Play something you know. You're smiling, and you're smiling to cry. Whatever you do, Bob, don't give up your day job. You're smiling, don't you feel good? You're beautiful. Where'd you leave the truck? See, he's not with the regular band, but he has a car. Piano player's married 11 years, no children, mother-in-law is very strict. I say, what am I shouting? I got the job. I say one thing, fellas. If you get married in the morning. If it doesn't work out, you don't waste the whole day. I got married in a garage. I couldn't back out. I'm not like most comedians. Failure never went to my head. I don't live in these big hotels. I live right down the street. I got a furnished room here with gas. And I think tonight after this show... I'm married 11 years. I have a boy 8 years old. And my greatest happiness is when I come home, he says to me, Dowry, Dowry. 8 years old. Dowry. Some nights we let him out of the crib. I was standing outside the hotel where I live, right down the street. I'm at the Graydon Hotel. I would say I got a small room. I put the key in the keyhole, broke the window. This couple, have you got a minute? This couple got out of a car when I say she had diamonds. She had diamonds up to her elbow. Multi-millionaire. You think for 1 minute she was happy with all her money? You're darn right. There's an old saying that happiness isn't everything because it can buy money. I make up the joke and I'm better at it. But tonight I'm going to do a song that will never die until I do it now. And it's like one of the greatest shows on Broadway, from the show The King and I give you my impression of Michael Rosenberg doing the song. And it's taken from the picture, The Falcon Returns for Passover. Or a man's best friend is his dog, because success is not the greatness, it's television.
What's the matter?
Oh, I still have that same silly headache.
Did you take aspirin?
I did, but I've still got it.
Take some more.
I'm not supposed to. Not for another couple of hours.
You never know how annoying a headache's going to be. So the minute your head starts hurting, take Bufferin. With Bufferin, you've got more going for you against pain. Compared to simple aspirin tablets, Bufferin delivers nearly twice as much of this pure pain reliever when you need it most, without the stomach upset aspirin can cause. Take Bufferin. It's faster, more effective than simple aspirin tablets. With Bufferin, you've got more going for you against pain.
Ready? Go.
New Fact toothpaste helps stop cavities before they start. I don't know what that means.
Mommy will. Get New Fact, the toothpaste that helps stop cavities before they start.
You know, the first time I saw Chita Rivera, she was so great, I wanted to rush up on the stage and throw my arms around her and wring her neck. She's got too much talent. She has. But she's here to dance for you tonight at the Hollywood Palace. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Chita Rivera.
Summer skies, and blue is the color of my lover's eyes. But blue is more than a color, it's also a state of mind that goes with this lonely heart that my baby left behind. Blue was the ribbon I wore in my hair. Now blue is a color I no longer wear. For blue is also a feeling of sorrow and so much pain that goes with this lonely life since my guy is gone again. Blue is the color. Blue is the color. Blue.
My dears, this year ABC has its very own poverty program. The Pruitts of Southampton. Broke? Why, that's absurd.
Mrs. Pruitt, at Internal Revenue, we do not consider owing the government $10 million as absurd. You're going to have to close down 52 rooms and live in 8. You'll have to fire the servants, store your art objects in a warehouse, and do your own cooking.
Enough of this and anything tastes good.
Mrs. Pruitt, brandy on turkey?
Please, Mr. Baldwin, don't interfere with woman's work. Don't miss my coming out party. Way Out. In color on ABC.
I did this number in a picture with the marvelous Fred Astaire, but Fred couldn't be here tonight. And naturally I miss him, but when I get to the dancing part alone, you'll know just how marvelous Fred really is. Come back, Fred. We're a couple of swells. We stop at the best hotels, but we prefer the country far away from the city. We're a couple of sports, the pride of the tennis courts. In June, July, and August, we look cute when we're dressed in shorts. The Vanderbilts have asked us up for tea. We don't know how to get there. No, sorry. No, sorry. That was Fred's part there. We would drive up the avenue, but we haven't got the prize. We would skate up the avenue, but there isn't any ice. We would ride on a bicycle, but we haven't got a bike. So walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue, 'cause to walk up the avenue's what we like. Wall Street baggers are we, with plenty of currency. We'd open up the safe, but we forgot where we put the key. We're the favorite lads of girls in the picture ads. We'd like to tell you who we kissed last night, but we can't because the Vanderbilts are waiting at the club. But how are we to get there? That's the rub. That's the rub. We would sail up the avenue, but we haven't got a yacht. We would drive up the avenue, but the horse we had was shot. We would ride on a trolley car, but we haven't got the fare. So we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue, yes, we'll walk up the avenue till we're there. avenue. Walk up the avenue till we're there. Come on, Fred. Take that. Get off, Fred. Come on, Fred. Get off. Boy, it's hot in this suit. I wouldn't be a man for anything. You know, my dear friend Cole Porter wrote hundreds of songs, and most of them were great big hits. And I'd like to sing one now that never became terribly popular. And I don't know why, because it's so very lovely, and it's one of my favorites. The gods who nurse this universe think little of worldly cares. They sit in crowds on exclusive clouds and laugh at our love affairs. I might have had a real romance if they'd given me the chance. I loved him, but he didn't love me. I wanted him, but he didn't want me. Then the gods went on a spree and indulged in another whim. Now he loves me, but I don't love him. We'll be back in a moment with the three Bragazzis, Vic Damone, the marvelous new comedy team of Schreiber and Burns, and lots more in the Hollywood Palace. And now, a trio of Europe's most famous clowns, the three Bragazzis.
Yeah!
a naughty boy. Every time it was tomorrow. You make me so excited. No, back again. Back again. No, Mamma mia.
Come in. Night, Mom. Hope you feel better tomorrow.
Oh, I think I will.
If you're one of the millions of people who sometimes rely on a laxative, listen to this. Phillips Milk of Magnesia is the kind of laxative doctors recommend. When thousands of doctors across the country were asked, do you ever recommend Milk of Magnesia? The overwhelming majority said they did. Phillips Milk of Magnesia does more for you because it's a laxative plus an antacid. As a laxative, Phillips works thoroughly but gently for truly comfortable relief. As an antacid, Phillips relieves the acid stomach troubles which often accompany irregularity. No single-purpose laxative can give such complete yet gentle relief. Remember, doctors recommend Milk of Magnesia. So if you're one of the millions who sometimes rely on a laxative, take Phillips Milk of Magnesia, now also in mint-flavored form.
It's always such a joy to hear our next star sing. And here he is, Mr. Vic Damone.
Quiet nights and quiet stars, quiet chords from my guitar, floating on the silence that surrounds us. Quiet thoughts and quiet dreams, quiet walks by quiet streams, climbing hills where lovers go to watch the world below together. We will live eternally in this mood of reverie, away from all the earthly cares around us. My world was dull each minute until I found you in it, and all at once the happiness I knew became these quiet nights of loving you. Dull each minute until I found you in it, and all at once the happiness I knew became these quiet nights of loving. The most beautiful sound I ever heard Maria, 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 Maria. All the beautiful sounds of the world in a single word. Maria, 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 Maria.
Yes, it could. Something's coming, something's good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me
The most beautiful sound I ever heard. Maria, I just met a girl named Maria, and suddenly that name will never be the same to me. Maria, just kissed a girl named Maria, and suddenly I found how wonderful a sound can be. Maria, say it loud, and there's music playing. Say it's all, and it's almost like praying. Maria, I'll never stop saying Maria.
There's a place for us, a time and place for us. Hold my hand and we're halfway there. Hold my hand and I'll take you there. Somehow, someday, somewhere. Will be no morning star tonight. Maria, 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 Maria. Today the minutes seem like hours. The hours go so slowly, and still the sky is light. The moon grow bright and make this endless day, endless night.
Hello, I'm Julia Mead with exciting new Admiral Color TV. That's the one with the exclusive tilt-out control center. Every control is inside for stand-up tuning, and outside for extra convenience is Admiral Touch-O-Matic power tuning. One push-button bar turns Admiral Color TV on and off. The other bar changes channel. The big Admiral 25-inch rectangular tube has super bright rare earth phosphors, and it's shorter than old-fashioned tubes for the slimmest cabinets ever. The Admiral precision-crafted chassis features new advanced circuitry for extra color brightness. And here's beauty magic. The tilt-out control center tilts in. Now you see just the smart look of Admiral fine furniture cabinets. Choose the Admiral Color TV that suits your home best. Nobody builds quality color TV quite like Admiral.
Two very bright and witty young men were a big hit in the Hollywood Palace not long ago, and tonight they're back to take us on another hilarious taxi ride. This is Avery Shriver and Jack Burns.
Cab? Taxi? Cab?
Taxi
cab.
Where to?
Oh, I don't know. Just head downtown there, what you call your Times Square there. I just love to drive around New York. I love New York. I love New York in June. How about you? I love the Gershwin tune. How about you?
Hey.
East side, west side, all around the town.
Hey.
Give my regards to Broadway.
Hey.
Remember me to Herald Square.
Hey, hey, hey. No singing in the cab. You see the sign there? No singing in the cab. Didn't I have you in this cab a couple of weeks ago?
Oh, yeah, sure. You're the same guy. Sure. Yeah, I recognize your haircut there. Yeah.
Yeah, you were in town on a convention.
Yeah, we're still here.
Yeah, it's obvious, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole gang's here. Hail, hail, the gang's... Oh, I forgot. Yeah. I'll tell you who's here. Jimmy
Don't tell me who's here.
Huh?
Don't tell me who's
here. Well, they're all here. Everybody except Paulie Noonan.
Paulie ain't here?
Paulie ain't here, no. He had to go back to Boston, see? His great aunt passed on. Annie Noonan's gone. Annie left us. Annie's gone. Oh, I'll tell you one thing, though. She was crazy about Paulie. Oh, she treated him like it was his own son, you know. She was crazy about Paulie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Huh?
Crazy.
Huh?
Crazy Annie.
Yeah. Of course, he felt the same way about her, but he could never be around her too much, him always being on the road and everything.
Well, there you are. You see, maybe if he spent a little more time with her, she'd be alive today.
I doubt that. She was hit by a truck. Now we're having fun here, though. We're having fun here. We're salesmen all, every one of us. We're salesmen, you know.
What do you guys sell?
Huh?
What do you sell?
Huh?
What do you sell?
We sell, we're tinsel salesmen.
Tinsel?
Yeah, tinsel, you know.
Tinsel?
Tinsel, like you put on your Christmas tree, you know.
Like you put on your Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah, I remember now. You told me you're not of the Christian persuasion, huh?
No, I'm not persuaded.
No. You're what we call your Judaic, right?
Yeah. Well, if it makes you uncomfortable, you know you can get another cab.
What, are you kidding me? I don't care what a man is. Besides, I couldn't get another cab this time of night anyway. Yeah, we're having a time. You know, a lot of the guys brought their wives. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought your wife,
Yeah,
right?
no, I didn't, but a lot of the guys did. I got a picture of my wife right here. She's a beautiful woman. Too good for me, I'll tell you that. She's a saint, this woman. She's a saint. This is a saint. That's a saint.
Yeah, I never saw one before. You know.
Well, of course not. You're Jewish. You don't have saints.
We got prophets. There's a picture of my wife over there.
Oh, she drives too, huh?
Next to my picture's her picture.
Yeah.
What's the matter?
Oh, they say if you live together for a while, you start to look alike.
Yeah, well, I'm the one with the heavy mustache. Yeah, well, the kids seem to love her.
Oh, the kids. You got kids, huh?
Yeah, I got kids, yeah.
Yeah, don't start telling me about kids, my friend. Don't ever start with me about kids. Heck, I got a kid, he's probably your age.
37, huh?
Oh, Oh, no, you got a young neck. He's quite a kid. He's quite a kid. He's smart, that kid. He's smart. Smart kid.
Sounds like a very smart kid.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got the brains in the family. Yeah. He's going to college up near Boston, up there, Boston College.
Yeah, what's he learning up there?
Huh?
What's he learning?
Basketball, you know.
That's something he can always use.
Oh, yeah. Well, I told him, I said, look, you do what you want. But, you know, he's a funny kid. He's quiet. He goes to church every Sunday. We're proud of him. He's thinking of going in the priesthood. Yeah. I told him, I said, look, if you want to be a priest, that's up to you. But I said, remember this, Tiger. I said, remember this. I said, if you're going to be a priest, you got to be a celibate.
Oh, yeah?
Sure, you got to be a celibate to be a priest.
I didn't know that.
Sure. It ain't easy being a celibate. I ought to know. I was married to a saint.
Well, here we are. If you got no place to go, I'd like to suggest the George Murphy Film Festival over there.
Listen, I got a little time to kill. Hey, you ever been out the Statue of Liberty?
Yeah, when I was a kid. Yeah.
You want to reaffirm your heritage?
Huh? What?
Huh?
Yeah, reaffirm my heritage.
You want to?
Sure.
Huh?
Sure.
Huh?
Yeah, I want to reaffirm my heritage.
What do you say we go out there? What do you say we go out there in these troubled times, show where we stand? Come on, let's go.
Yeah,
out.
I'd love to, but I got no pontoons on the cab. You know?
What do you mean?
It's on an island.
Oh, I know that.
I'll take you to 59th Street. The ferry will take you over.
Hey, wait a minute, fella. I'm not going over there with one of them guys, I'll tell you that.
It's a boat.
Okay, I would have punched him out.
You break your hand.
Hey, on the way down, let me tell you this funny story that Paulie Noonan told me. It's about these two guys. They watch.
Attention, le meilleur temps de cette automobile.
Le Mans, France. Racing trials for the toughest race in the world. A top contender, the Ford Mark II. In its powerful engine, Shell Motor Oil. Here he comes through the famous curves known as the S's. Here's a Ferrari, a major rival, a thoroughbred of racing. Back in the pits, and Shell Motor Oil. Still another top contender, the Chevy Chaparral.
Every car at Le Mans has a free choice of motor oil. Chaparral, Ford GT, and Ferrari have all chosen Shell. How does this concern your car? The stop-and-go driving that you do is just as tough on an engine as high speeds.
In my family car, I use Super Shell motor oil. I wouldn't settle for less.
Protect your engine properly with Super Shell Motor Oil.
One of the biggest thrills of my life was reopening the old Palace Theater in New York a few years ago. And it was my privilege to bring back live shows to the stage. And tonight I'm playing another palace, a very wonderful and exciting one. But I always remember the old palace. I played the state, the capital, but people said don't start until you played the palace. You haven't played the top. For years I had it preached to me and drummed into my head, unless you play the palace, you might as well be dead. A team of hoofers was the headline at the Majestic down in Dallas, but they canceled the day. Their agent called to say you can open the bill at the palace. So it became the Hall of Fame, the Mecca of the trade. When you had played the palace, you knew that you were made. So I hope you'll understand my wondrous thrill. 'Cause Broadway's back at the Palace, and I'm on the bill. I hear voices that I can't ignore. The voices of the stars who played the Palace long before. The stars who entertained you until the rafters rang. You don't need their names, for the whole world acclaims them for the wonderful songs they sang. Shine on, harvest moon up in the sky. I ain't had no loving since January, February, June, or July. Some of these days you're gonna miss me, honey. Some of these days you're gonna feel so lonely. You'll miss my hugging. You're gonna miss my kissing. You'll miss me, honey, when I'm far away. Oh, my man, I love him so. He'll never know. All my life is just despair. But I don't care. When he takes me in his arms, the world is right. All right. I don't care. What people think of me. I'm happy-go-lucky. They say that I'm plucky, contented, and carefree. I don't care if he's a clerk or just a millionaire. Don't try to rearrange me. There's nothing can change me. 'Cause I don't care. There's Eddie Cantor, Georgie Jessel, Lou Holtz, Johnson and Olsen, the Howard Boys, the Coens and Foys, and that singing fool, Al Jolson. And so, with deep humility, I stand in front of you. I'm proud to play the Palace. It's like a dream come true. That is why I'd like to shout it up and down, just to tell Broadway that the two-a-day is back.
Palace has been brought to you by the Shell Oil Company, makers of Super Shell, the gasoline for good mileage. Super Shell and the clean white pump wherever you see the sign. And by Admiral, known throughout the world for the finest in quality electronics and quality appliances. This is Dick Tufel speaking. Don't forget next week at the Hollywood Palace, Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass, Barry Chase, Bela Primo, The Muppets, Louie Nye, Helen O'Connell, John Zerbini and his Lions, and your host, Fred Astaire.
Tuesday, a night to remember. Combat. The Rounders. The Pruitts of Southampton, starring Phyllis Diller. Love on a Rooftop.
When I get paid tomorrow, we're going to buy a bed.
The Fugitive.
Come on!
Tuesday, one of 7 nights to remember. A season you won't forget. All in color on ABC.